Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Now in desperation, and got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Rosas to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Wilson on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a loss? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. 20. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you
Go on.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
And
Here we go.
let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Big numbers.
numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be... touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. 54, 54.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch the air.
6-6, pull it high.
54. Mike
Fair.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
See Griffin.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's checking. Cracks.
Hey.
Check. Shit. Right there, 54.
5.
On second down, here's Locke. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. For the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Ready. 60 or. Bravo!
Here's Locke to throw. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Mike 54. Coming. Out.
Protein spill.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 start.
54. Go. Slam.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Go.
Motion.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
Come on, the ball. 54.
Snap.
Throwing now is Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Takes 3. 218, chop.
To the ground now with Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down to lose 1.
61, Matchbox Lights. Right. Let go.
From the 39, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
14, find it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
You go. Go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
On the set.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
SOS. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check.
Yep.
Check. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Alpha. 2.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
That's track. Hey guys, listen. Gun.
He's coming.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 29, Lock. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, Mike 7.
Block now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Block will try again on second down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
30 base.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, I got you.
Yes, yes.
Be ready, be ready. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
Hey, Charlie.
Pick it up.
Ready?
Block now on first down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Good job right there. Good touch.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. On third down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Hurdles over him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Carson. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Hey, good guys, 4 down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 56 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Here we go.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Cut.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 93 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 73 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Yeah, he's got it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time up.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our
She's
guys.
singing too.
No, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw is Wilson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to him.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a carry for Lindsey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke, he'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Locke now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Hey!
Mike, 54. Here we go.
Mike, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Ricky. He's crashing. He's
6-6. Pull it high. Be driven.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke looking middle, and it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the